I'm going to familiarise you with WordPress and show you how to log onto your new website. So first things first is you want to actually navigate to your website. So if you open up your browser, get your browser window, and then what you want to do is type your website in. I'm using a website that I've created for this purpose. So if you type your website in, and after the .co.uk or .com, you want to put a / and then WP-admin. It's coming up there. And this takes you to the login screen for WordPress. So this is where you want to put in your login details. I'm going to put mine in. You can choose to remember me if you want, makes it easier for future. Click login and it takes you to the dashboard. This is your WordPress dashboard. So this first page that you see, a lot of this information here, it's kind of irrelevant. I don't really use it very much. It's just kind of showing a bit of an overview for your website. But the areas that you will particularly use are more down the left, these areas down here. So I'll just run through them, each of them in turn, just so you understand what's there. You may see all of these that I have down the side. You might have more, you might have less. It doesn't matter, don't worry too much about that if you're seeing something slightly different, or if this is a different colour. There are variations and you'll see different things depending on your level of access, so the amount you're able to edit. I won't worry showing you some of the more advanced things in here. I'm just going to give you an overview. So if I run through each of them in turn, this little W up here, this just links to WordPress itself. Probably won't need that a huge amount. This here, this will show your website. So this should have the name of your particular website showing there. This is a really useful link because this is just a quick link to actually visit the website. So you'll see if I click visit site, it will take me to the website. So if I go backwards, just click back there. This is showing how many comments are waiting for review, which you might see if you have comments set up on a blog area or something similar. This little new button is quite useful. It's just a shortcut, so you can quickly create a new post, add new media, so photos, videos, things like that. Add a new page, add a new project, or add a new user. And you might see some other symbols up here as well, which I'm not seeing at the moment. So this is Yoast. This is an SEO plugin. Quite often you get little symbols for various plugins that you have as well. So you might see a symbol for a backup plugin, or caching, things like that. You can use those, but you don't have to worry too much about them. So starting from here, we've got home. This is where you'll land. This is your home on your dashboard. There's a button for updates. So this will show you any updates, so any WordPress updates that need to be done. If any of your plugins need updating and any of your themes need updating, I'll go through this more in a video about updates. Posts, this is where your posts are. So it shows you where your posts are, and it opens up a little section here where you can add new posts, view your categories and tags. Media, this is where all your images will sit. So actually, not just images, any media. So that's images, videos, PDFs, documents, anything like that that you need to upload to your website will be here under media. Pages, this is one of the main areas where you'll come to have a look. So this is where all your pages are listed. Comments, this is where comments will be listed. So there's just a test one here that's showing. So they'll, if anyone makes a comment, depending on what settings you've got, they'll either won't be posted straight away and they'll need approving, or they'll automatically just get approved and go through. That might depend on whatever your settings are. But you'll be able to view all of them here. So that's the area to come for that. projects, you may or may not have something going on in your projects. At the moment, there isn't anything here. Projects are slightly different from pages, which I'll go into more in the actual projects video. But if you come here and you don't have anything under your projects, don't worry about that. That's obviously just not something that's been set up on your website. Appearance. This is an area that you might come to if you start doing things that are a bit more advanced. So this is where you can go to tweak, so customizing the appearance, changing your themes, changing WordPress themes, adjusting things in widgets. Menus is possibly one of the only actual areas that you would probably want to use. So that's the actual menu bar that you'll see on your website. You can adjust that there. Plugins just shows you what plugins you have. So there's only 2. You'll probably see a lot more there. Users is where you'll see how many users there are on your website, and you'll be able to add new and delete and change the permissions that different users have. Tools, I wouldn't really worry about that too much. That's a lot of the background stuff, but it is there for you to have a look through if you want to. Settings, again, is generally just a lot of the background stuff. So it's a bit more advanced. I wouldn't worry about that. Yoast is possibly a plugin that I will have set up for you. So you'll probably see this area. So this is where you can come to play around with your main Yoast settings. So this is an SEO plugin, but the Yoast plugin also has settings on each individual page. And again, I'll do another video showing you how to use that. And lastly, the Divi area, which again is more advanced. You probably don't really need to come in, but if you are curious and want to have a look around, there's various settings for websites. But again, there's quite a lot going on there. So unless you're really getting into the nitty-gritty, you don't have to worry about that. So that's a basic introduction. In the next video, I will show you how to edit some text.